my knot. It follows me into the spot, compelling. Go check the dread, and yes, he's herb selling. Up and out the gate, I'm a potential felon. Ism is smelling like I ain't even telling. Channel 1, 2, I'm smashing the law. Channel 3, I make a run to the store. Channel 4, leave the store with the Philly plus I spark.
Let's start the day off right, man.
Wake up in the morning, got the yearning for herb, which loosens up the nouns, metaphors, and verbs, and adjectives. Ain't a magic kid, what I'm kicking.
All we do is spark mad ism over here on the Hakim Green Show. What it is? Oh, let me get rid of this. Hold on. There we go. Bow. There we go. Clean that up. Yeah, but this is the Hakim Green Show, episode number 7. Special guest, my longtime friend, my good buddy, Producer Domingo is in the building.
Yo, what up, bro?
What up, man? So I figure I start tonight's show off with that joint, Madism 2015, aka
Yeah,
Soul, featuring Do It All Kelly, Keith Murray, Trick or Tretch from Naughty by Nature,
Stretch, Keith Murray.
produced, mixed, and mastered by my brother here, Mr. Domingo.
Yo, what I see, you know what's crazy? I visioned you rolling weed while that was playing.
Oh, I was getting ready. I was
I
getting
was, I
ready.
was, I was, I was with the camera off, bopping my head because I haven't heard it in a while. And
Mhm.
then I said, Hakim's probably rolling weed right now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was right.
On the Hakim Green show, I pick and choose when I smoke because I try to cover the gamut in topics from politics to education to culture to
Right.
anti-violence, mental health, all those topics that's important to our community. But I figure if I got a joint called Smoke Madism with Domingo, I might as well be smoking Madism.
Do it for everybody. Do it for the cause.
Do it for the cause. Do it for the culture. Do it for the culture. Nah, no doubt. What's up, my bro?
I'm chilling, bro. Chilling. How you been?
I've been good, man. We talk regularly.
Mm-hmm.
We were able. Well, actually, it's not the first time we worked on 24 Hours of Peace together, but you were extremely
Right.
instrumental in helping us secure Mr. Cool G Rap this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
big
mean,
shout.
let's just keep it honest. Once I told G it was for you, he was like, "Oh, bet." You
Oh,
know what I'm
dope,
saying?
dope. Yeah,
You
man.
know,
He's like, one of my superheroes in this
actually,
thing.
G Rap right now. Hopefully, the Rock the Bells cruise is not rocking and rolling in that hurricane over there in the Bahamas. G Rap is on that cruise right now.
Yeah.
I texted him yesterday, and he
Mhm,
replied, because on WhatsApp, they can get texts out in the
mhm.
ocean. So he replied back, "I hope this don't turn into the perfect storm." And I was like, "Be safe. Good luck."
Wow, man. Rock the bells be rocking the boat.
Yeah, your man LL bugging for putting that boat out there like that.
Wow. But we're gonna send out the good energy. We sure,
Of course, of
you know,
course.
the good Lord is gonna look out for our hip hop brothers and sisters out there on the Rock the Bells cruise. I've heard nothing but great things about the previous Rock
Yeah, no,
the Bells.
yeah. I heard it's a really dope cruise.
I can't wait till I get booked on that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep.
So Spark Matt, well, we actually can't Spark Mattism on the boat, but we'll figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, my boy. So, just for the
Wait,
people
hold
who
up. I think my. Can you
uh-oh,
hear me?
I can hear you fine.
I can't hear you. That's weird. I can't hear you.
I hear you perfectly.
Hold up.
Can I get a lighter, babe? Jasmine, lighter. You go ahead and light this weed while Domingo get his sound together.
Hold on 1 second. Why can I not hear you?
I don't know. Come out and come
All right,
back
there we
in.
go. Okay, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
you. I
Okay,
got
cool.
you. I got you. Yep.
Yeah, so for those who don't know who this young man is, we have Domingo, hip hop producer. He does more than hip hop, but in my world, he's one of the kings of this thing called hip hop. I know I've interviewed you like a million times, so we just gonna revisit some of those old questions just so that people get
Nah,
acquainted
that's
with
cool.
who you are.
That's cool.
And Domingo comes from the Marley Marl camp.
Yep.
Is that fair to say?
More than fair.
Yeah. So how'd you meet super producer DJ Marley Marl?
It was 1987. 87 going on to 88. And Marley was on WBLS in the In Control radio show. And he had announced on the radio that he was doing In Control Volume 2. And I was hanging out with my friend Edison Jr. We nickname was Junior. We were hanging in front of his house, and he heard, we both heard it on the radio, and my friend looked at me and said, "Yo, that's you," because back then I was rapping. So I
What
had
was your
my
rap?
demo tape. I
What
had
was
my
your rap?
demo tape.
What was your
No,
rap
I,
name? What was your rap
I'm not
name?
tell, I'm not telling you. Yo,
What was your rap
so
name?
wait, before I keep going,
Okay.
the only person that ever heard one of the demo songs was G-Rap. We were on the road and I played it for him. And he was like, "Oh, so I guess me and Kane was influences on you." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
So
Brooklyn. Yeah, go Brooklyn. East New York.
yeah,
All
yeah, there
that.
you go. So my friend Junior was like, "That's you. He's talking about you. We need to bring this tape to him." So he went inside, stole his father's car keys, and we drove up to 42nd and Second Avenue at the time. That's what BLS was. And I waited outside for Molly. And Molly came out. There was a whole bunch of people in front, like maybe 5 or 10 people. To me, that's a whole bunch. But I stood off to the side because I was real shy. And Molly finished talking to them, came walking past, and I mean, I've said this in multiple interviews. I always compare it to the Coca-Cola commercial with Mean Joe Green
The
and the
Green
little kid. Yeah, they tap him on the back. So Molly walked past me. My friend Junior's looking at me like, "Yo, what are you doing? Give him the tape."
Dude.
So I tapped Molly on the shoulder, and he turned around. He's like, "Yo, what's up, shorty?" And I had my head down like a little shy kid. Yo, my name is Domingo. This is my demo tape. It has my
My
phone
name
number.
is MC.
And nah, it was Domingo. So so I gave him the tape, and that was it. And he's like, "No doubt, no doubt. All right, cool. That's what's up." Domingo. I said, "Yeah." So then I say about a week and a half later, I was down the block. We were playing wiffle ball, and my grandmother came out the door and called me, like yelled down the block. She's like, "You got a phone call." So I'm like, "Who calling me?" You know what I'm saying? So I get to the house. I get on the phone, and it's this lady, and she's like, "Hey, my name is Francesca Spiro. I manage Molly Mall." And I'm like, "Yeah, right."
Right,
She's
right.
like, "I have this demo tape.
Hmm.
Can you come down to Lafayette Street?" I forget the address, but it was on Lafayette in Manhattan. And she was her office had Vito Bruno and what's his name? Sal Abatello. They had the office together. I believe it was Sal Abatello and Vito Bruno, but definitely Vito Bruno. And and
Legendary.
um
Legendary.
so yeah, Vito Bruno is very legendary. So I get down to the building, I go upstairs, and I walk in the office, and this little short Italian lady, and she's like, I said, "I'm looking for Francesca," and she's like, "I'm Francesca," and I said, "Oh, okay."
I'm
I said,
MC so and so.
"No, I'm Domingo."
I would get you. I
You're
would get
not gonna bait me into it. So so then so then she's like, "So you're the kid that Molly's making a big deal over,"
you. Wow.
and I'm like, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So she's like, "Did you give Molly a demo tape?" And and I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, he can't stop listening to it. He wants to talk to you."
Crazy. What year is
So
this?
she, like I said, it's like it has to be like 87, 88.
It is. Okay, okay.
Yeah, actually, no, 87. My bad, 87, definitely.
Mhm.
So because I remember it was like August. My birthday was coming up. So I was technically 16, 17. So she calls Molly on the phone, and he's like, "Yo, B, I love these demos. I'm working on Control Volume 2. I need you on the album." And I said, "Oh, wow, get out of here." And he's like, "Yeah, man, I really want you on it." And the song was called Untouchable. That was the song that got me signed. That's as far as I'm gonna go. So and I still have the demo tape to this day.
Of course
I
you
have
do. Yo,
the exact tape.
nice.
So so um so Francesca gave me a contract right on the spot. And I didn't know nothing about contracts, didn't care, was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna sign it. It's cool." And then they gave me a check for $1,500.
Wow.
And
1987. That was like 15
yeah,
grand.
yeah, absolutely. Come on. I'm almost 17, and to me that's like, millionaire status.
Yeah.
So I left the office, went home, was like crazy, like, yo, I just got signed to Marley Marl. That's crazy. So as we went on, we went into the studio. I went into House of Hits in upstate New York, and I re-recorded the song. And then we went to Chung King, and he mixed it. And after that, Marley, I was known as the little Puerto Rican kid that was with Marley all the time. We would go to the tunnel. He would take me to the tunnel everywhere. Like everybody knew me because of Marley. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting into the places with him.
Right.
So as we was, working, I would give him demo tapes. Like, yo, here's another song. Here's another song. And Marley be like, yo, man, these beats are crazy.
Mm.
And I'm like, wow, you really like him? He's like, yeah, yo, these beats are nuts. But he never said nothing about the rapping. So I used to be like, yo, I get it. In my head, I'm like, he likes the beats, but he never says nothing about the rapping. So about a year went by, a year and a half, and my contract expired because it's only for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I called Marley one day and I said, yo, I appreciate the opportunity and I understand my contract expired. So, thanks for everything. And, it definitely was an experience and I appreciate everything. And he's like, what you talking about? I said, my contract expired. He goes, yeah, okay. But what you talking about? I said, well, I appreciate everything. He's like, nah, man. He said, yo, I'm signing you to House of Hits for production. And I said, get out. And he goes, yo, man, the beats are crazy, bro. And then I signed with him for House of Hits. And he put me in the studio in Queensbridge with Big Money Wiz, my man Big Money Wiz. And we did like 5 demo songs in my man Paul, not Large Professor Paul, but this dude Paul, his studio was in like a storefront in Queensbridge. And I was there and I worked with Killer Kids, Shy from Killer Kids for a while, rest his soul. And then Marley was working on Craig G's second album. I was with him all the time in the studio working on that album. Craig G could verify that. um I was actually with Marley when he was working on Mama Said Knock You Out. And he did Jingling Baby and Chung King. And there's discrepancy.
Chung King on
Yeah.
Canal Street.
No, Center Street, bro. Come on.
Center
You
Street.
from New York, you should know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's a lot there was discrepancies on the beat for Jingling Baby that Marley didn't produce, and I was with him the whole time in the studio. I know exactly what records he used, how he did it, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to witness Marley do things to records that I've never seen other producers do to this day. Like Marley literally took LL's vocals, and this is way before Pro Tools, bro. This is days of the 2-inch reel, them heavy ass reels. And Marley pitched LL's vocals back into the beat by using man, I can't remember the name, but it was a rack mount delay. And he patched LL's vocals in and turned the delay and LL's vocals moved. And that shit astounded me, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But also like to the consumer or even you, and I even told DJ Premier this. If you listen to Jingling Baby, the remix one, if you pay attention when the Walking on Sunshine comes in, right? No, my bad, not Walking on Sunshine, when Scorpio comes in. No, not that. Actually, yeah, when that comes in too. But when Scorpio plays the sample Scorpio plays and then Walking on Sunshine, if you pay attention, and you should notice, Hakim, because you've been in the studios, the rolling metronome is blipping inside the beat. and if you pay attention, you can hear it. And Marley left it there on purpose. And he was like, "Yo, you're the only one that ever noticed that." Because one day I called him, years later, and was like, "Yo, did you leave the rolling metronome in there?" He goes, "Yeah, you the only one that ever noticed that." I
Wow.
said, "No, because I keep hearing it." And he's like, "Yeah, it's there." But like I said, I learned a lot of tricks from Marley, and still use them to this day.
All right, so since you're there with the conversation, right, and we talk about hip hop culture, Kaz says hip hop didn't invent anything; it reinvented everything. And we talk about production and being able to flip and bounce these machines. I talk about some of the early machines and how if you can give us some cues as to the way you flip and bounce some of the stuff that you do.
Well, I had the Casio, I think it was called the RZ1 drum machine. I had the Roland S12, no, Roland, I think it's called the S12 or S7, one of them. I think the most notable piece of equipment I had was the Akai S612 rack mount sampler, and I got that from Marley. And there's a video on YouTube of me and Marley talking about my career, and he claims I never gave it back to him, which I never did. But
So what year was that? That clip was filmed.
oh, that was filmed, I would say 2011 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the scenario behind that is I had the Roland S7 and it blew out.
Okay.
And Marley needed me to work on songs that we was working on. So Marley was heading to Arsenio Hall with LL.
Hmm.
And Marley told me, "Yo, meet me at JFK Airport at this time.
Uh-huh.
I gotta jump on a plane with LL and we going to Cali, but I'll bring the Akai 612 with me." So, and Marley, like I said in the video, Marley's talking about it. And Marley pulled up to, I was actually with LL in, JFK. And that's before they recorded one of the songs. And LL was reciting it to me. And Marley pulled up in a limousine.
That's just
And
crazy.
real talk. They
In
held,
JFK Airport with LL while he's reciting a rhyme that's gonna be on Mama Said Knock You Out.
yeah.
That's
And,
crazy.
and, and the crazy thing is Delta held the flight up for LL.
That's crazy. Of
Yeah,
course.
because Marley was
What year?
running late.
This was what, 90?
Yeah, I want to say it's like 90, something like that, 89, 90. So
81,
they
90?
were working on that album for a couple of years.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
um so Marley pulled up and was like, "Yo, I'm in a rush," threw the sample at me, and I took it home. And I had it for many, many years. And I honestly, from moving and stuff, I don't remember what happened to it.
Nigga
But I know
Jackie.
he definitely didn't get it
Literally
back.
Jackie for beats. So give me that. I take that. I
Yeah,
take that.
but after that, it was the ASR 10.
Mhm.
And a friend of mine I grew up with, his name is Shardell. He had the ASR 10,
That's
and
it.
he wasn't using it, and I bought it off of him,
Yeah.
and that was it. And I had that for many, many years.
Yeah, I know when
I
we
did.
met, you was on the ASR 10. And I
Yep.
think you're one of the big reasons why Tuffy went and got himself an ASR 10.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people did. Right. Because
Mhm.
there was certain techniques I knew how to do on it. Here's the crazy thing: my ASR is still around.
Mhm.
Crisis owns it now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. Crisis has my ASR 10,
That's crazy.
and yeah. So the legacy continues.
All right, so
You know
just
what
so
I'm saying?
folks know, like, we talk about the Roland and you talk about the other machines that you used prior to the ASR 10. Tell us some of the records that are connected to these machines so people can understand the
Well,
change in
with the 612, a lot of demos were done for Marley,
Mhm.
like as for artists that we were working with. Like, I don't sit here claiming, "Oh, I did this, I did that." No, I did it. I did it for Marley. And 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 I did it for that I did records for Marley and never got credit. Well, did I help Marley with some records? Yes. Did I get paid? Yes. Did I get credit? Whatever was worked out was worked out. You know what I'm saying? So the 612 played a part in all of that. Um, the ASR 10, almost every record,
Yeah.
every channel live record we did,
Yeah.
every KRS record I did,
Pun.
all the way to 2009
Wow.
was the ASR 10. So anything I did from 90 Fat Joe, 95, Main One was the ASR 10. Um, man, yeah, all the way I was all the way to 2009 because I remember the machine came out in 2009, and that's when I switched up.
Yeah.
And actually, no, let me back up. I used the MPC 2000 XL for a little bit, and then I tried out Fruity Loops for a little bit. Like I tried damn near everything.
Yeah. So technology, right? And we you talk about, the different samplers and drum machines and keyboards that you've had over the years, and now with,
Mhm.
new tech being around, the whole
Yep.
game has changed to the point where even with AI and what you're able to do visually. So what's your thoughts on how
I'm
technology
not
got the game in a headlock?
look. I'll put it on the table right now. I'm not against AI
Hmm.
for the reason of if you can use it as a tool to create, not necessarily be lazy, but create. Like if you think about it like this, if you think of a piano, right? You want some kind of piano chords and you know how to describe it in the prompts of AI and it creates that piano chord for you. That's yours. That's your creation. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Like everybody can say, "Oh, nah, that you're wrong" or whatever, but it's a creative tool. That's what it's there for. Now, is it being misused a lot? Absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. But if you use it the right way, it can be a creative tool.
Yeah, I'm on the No, I wouldn't say I'm on the fence. It's like there's the inevitability about technology and about life and where we're heading. It's like you can't stop the forward progress of science and math and how it's applied, how it's used,
Nope.
how it's
Technology is
especially
gonna
as if
move no matter what.
is technology is going to move no matter what. But I think government needs to catch up on it. We need to, as a
Hmm.
society, need to um, regulation is a bad word. People don't like the word regulation, but there has to be guardrails, or it's chaos. You know, and I think a lot of what we're seeing right now in the chaos of it all, there's some magnificent things happening, but there's some redundancy
Right.
happening. Um, and I'm hearing that AI is kind of the growth of AI has slowed down a little bit because it depends on human data. It depends on the collection of what we still have to produce it
Yeah.
in order for it to,
Absolutely.
yeah. So you,
And that goes the same with the creation of music using AI. It depends on us, on our thoughts to come up with what it's thinking. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Because I've tried it. If I, like I said, if I put in, I want a piano chord in a note of D and at 85 beats per minute, that sounds sinister and eerie and dark, and it'll spit it back out the way I want it.
mhm.
And then you sample that, put your drums to it, put your sounds to it. It's that simple, bro. Even Large Professor, if people back up to his Instagram page, I
Uh-huh.
saw him post about Suno flying him out and he sat with them and he's like, yo, yeah, I really got to understand this AI thing. And he gets it. Ron Lawrence, good friend of ours,
Now Ron,
killing.
Ron is totally got the game upside down right now. And I
Listen,
love it. What he's
no,
doing
no,
with the
listen.
Backspin Chronicles. Woo!
Yo,
Hard.
me and Ron talk every other day.
Uh-huh.
AI talk every other day. And he schools me on a lot of stuff. Like he
Mm-hmm.
schooled me on a technique with AI that blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it and I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. And he's like, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
So Ron is the AI king right now.
Yeah, he is. He definitely flipped the game. Because Backspin Chronicles, everybody look that up.
Hmm.
If you
Yep,
haven't seen
Backspin
it
Chronicles.
and you're from our era, he's gonna take you back to our era in real
Yep,
time. You're gonna see classic images that are gonna give you a feel, and they're gonna come alive, like literally
yep.
come alive. And he's doing his thing. Now, today, or was it yesterday, was announced that it's the first time in 30 years there's not a hip hop, a rap record in the top 40.
Doesn't surprise me
Why doesn't it surprise you, Mr. Domingo?
because the quality of hip hop has been going downhill. And the last few albums, like Mobb Deep album was dope.
Yeah.
But those albums for some reason never hit the charts. You know what I'm saying? They only hit what hits the charts as hip hop is stuff me and you don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? And you already know
Uh-huh.
wait, let me finish. Me and you already know those charts are not
It's
real.
Fugazi. They Fugazi.
It's Fugazi big
It's
time.
been Fugazi.
Those charts are bought for many, many years.
Oh my God, it's Fugazi. So I kinda love it where it's at right now. Cause one, you gotta really, really want it. And like when we say hip hop and we relegate it to rap music if it ain't on the radio, if it's not viral, if it's not popular, then it's like it is not that. All right. But there's other forms of the culture alive
Right.
and well, like battle rap, for instance. Like you got battle rap, for the last 10, 15 years, 15 years,
Hmm.
has a lot of attention,
Right.
on it, a lot of creativity, just the pure essence to me of what hip hop culture is. I see it in battle rap. And we discount it. There's a lot of underground music being made. You just mentioned Mobb Deep. It's crazy that LL's album, I guess, is considered an underground album because that shit was dope. And if
It
you know,
is.
no, I mean, underground in the sense that nigga, it ain't mainstream.
I, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even hear the album.
Oh man, he
I
got some
didn't.
joints on there. Q-Tip
I,
did the production.
who?
The joint with Rick Ross and Fat
Oh,
Joe.
oh, oh! You talking about the Q-Tip produced album?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, I
Forces.
did hear it. I did hear it. I did hear it.
He got a joint with Saweetie, which is not underground technically, but I appreciated LL's approach on his music on this album, just the
Yeah,
approach and what he was like. Okay, nah, it's not the fucking got a bunch of club bangers and it's not what everybody's listening to right now. No, but like I just think that if you listen to it and build with it, it's like okay, I fucks with that. The Force single to me was dope. I really like that. I really like the Rick Ross and Fat Joe joint,
yeah. That
Saturday Night
was
Special. That shit was
who
dope.
who you think got off on that one?
I think all three of them got off. I appreciated Joe and I
I
appreciated
think
Ross and I appreciated
I think
L.
Ross is a really dope rapper.
I think absolutely. No, absolutely.
Hmm.
Like that song is just a vibe. It's a vibe song, and it's like a you think about what they're talking about in terms of staying true to the game, living the right way, even in the hustle, like having standards, having morals, having values,
Right,
right? It's not like I'm trying to party to it. It's one more you sitting back and you listening, like, oh, okay, dope. Creative. Like it's like
right.
creative. You got groups like Coast Contra to me.
Yep. Well,
Very,
that's
very
Raz Kaz's sons,
yeah, the twins. Like
Raz and Tosh.
they're doing some dope shit. I like Dochi. Like
Yeah, yeah,
Dochi's
yeah,
fucking fire. It's got bars. Like it's like
yeah.
that reminiscent of that, the essence of the shit. So anyway, to me, this shit is alive and well. People are doing it, doing the culture. And
Yeah.
like we talk about, oh, what's wrong with rap? What's wrong with hip hop? I'll be like, nothing. What's wrong with the rap music business?
Because they don't see it on the charts right away. They think something's wrong.
Yeah,
And it's not.
absolutely.
What's happening is revitalizing itself,
Mm.
and is going to resurface, revitalized, and it's going to be the New York essence again. And
You
Artists are
see?
gonna complain. People are gonna complain, but it is what it is. I mean, let's just talk about what we need to talk about. Look at Designer's new freestyle.
You see where I'm going?
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there.
See where I'm
So
going?
so so look at how it went viral. Because why? He's rapping like he's really from Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
love it.
and and we honestly, we did that a few months ago. We just was waiting to bring it
Mhm.
out. He had a few projects he was waiting on, put it out, and then I finally pulled the trigger and was like, yo, I'm putting it out. That's it.
Nice.
And I'm glad it took off the way it did.
Yeah,
And the people in hip hop recognized it. And now they ran with it and it went viral.
yeah. I love
That's
it.
what you need to go viral,
Yeah,
not the other garbage.
yeah,
That
yeah.
stuff you need viral.
Right, right.
And it's doing its numbers. It's definitely. I mean, I put it on the Media Famous YouTube last night,
Hmm.
and in the matter of hours, it was up to like 5,000 views. And then when
Nice.
I checked this morning, it was like 14,000. So, and then all the hip hop media outlets all grabbed it, ran with it.
Yeah,
So, it keeps my name floating and it reintroduces Designer as a rapper from New York now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm glad though. I'm
I
glad
didn't,
he's
I
getting
didn't
it.
know. Yeah, I didn't know he was from New York.
Oh, you didn't know that? He's from Brooklyn.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah. He's from Bed-Stuy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. And just the essence of the sound, the boom bapness of it all.
Hmm.
Like I'm loving it. I put up a video with a guy talking about how top 40 is paid for, and that's the problem with rap music business is that someone decided we're not putting money behind black music no more. The black sounding black music, black people
Right.
being black people, black hip hop being hip hop, boom bap being boom bap.
Yo, you and I know you can't outbuy record labels, big three. You
Hmm.
can't outbuy ads against Sony, against Warner, against Universal. You can't outbuy them. So they're gonna get top tier. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
the Taylor Swifts. Look, Taylor's in 12 slots on that list, bro. 12. You're not outbuying her slots. So, and to be honest with you, it's good for hip hop. It's
Yeah,
good for it.
absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely good.
We can have it back now.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully the labels are done sucking it dry like vampires,
Mhm.
and they go for new blood.
Right. But
You know,
the key to it though is still boils down to us being the culture, doing the culture, living the
taking
culture,
it back, taking it
taking
back.
it back. Like we can't take it back by like just being complacent and watching it. No, you gotta be active in it. You have to support what it is, uh,
Absolutely.
24 hours a piece, of course, is an expression of that.
Yep. Yep.
It's let's create something where there's a space. Let's create it. Peace, love, unity,
Right.
safely having fun. Let's be what hip hop truly is. And thanks to people like yourself adding on to what
Right.
24 hours a piece has become, we show that when you just live the culture, it resonates and people come out. We have to continue that, like not just with 24 hours a piece or Domingo producing, but we gotta fucking make sure we lock in everybody out there, lock in with each other and
Yeah.
support
And
what we're doing.
And the other thing that I've been talking about to other artists is like, because artists will ask me about Spotify. Because, I used to, before I partnered with Symphonic, I had Media Famous Distribution,
Hmm.
and I know all about the distribution game. So people would ask me, how do you go around Spotify? Like, how do you make money in this game? The only way you're going to defeat the streaming engine is you got to go direct to consumer again. That's the only way. It's the only way. Because you're gonna keep, yeah, I mean, you're gonna, no matter what. I mean, I do it, I distribute to Spotify and all of that, but you're not gonna defeat them. So you got to go around them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you
So I
got,
mean, so but stay right there because you're not going to defeat them. The bank is just too long,
Yeah, it's
right?
too large.
But now, how do you include them in your in your path to success? How do you utilize them and leverage them for what they are?
Um, a marketing tool, really. You talking about Spotify, right?
Spotify, Apple, all I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure,
obviously, the payouts are fucking horrible.
right?
So the only way to use that is to leverage the the marketing of the song being able to be played and build your fan base and then offer things to the fans that you can't get on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got an album out and fans want song number 5, well, guess what? You can't get song number 5 unless you go to my site and get it. I mean, I've done projects like I think it was 2000, I want to say 15 maybe or 13 that I put out that Bronx Legends Never Die Big Pun CD. You couldn't get it on Spotify until the CD dropped and all of that. So right there, you caught all the sales and then drop it on Spotify, or use Spotify, to create your artist playlist and then market that playlist to your fans, but offer them merch with the playlist or something. But there's no money made in streams at all.
Yeah, no, that's a good heads up. But it's still useful when you say you utilize them for what they're worth. It's still useful.
Right,
There's still people there. I
right.
guess you get in front of folks, but you always drive back to you. So that's how we take it back. Literally creating our own platforms, and have people, direct to consumer merch and stuff.
Yep.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Man, what else you got going on, Domingo?
Well, we've been doing a lot of comedy shows in the Poconos.
That's right.
I used to do hip hop concerts. No more. Too many egos in that one. Too many
Yeah,
egos.
a lot of unnecessary headaches.
Yep.
Yes,
Listen,
uh-huh.
and I know you're an artist, but rappers want the entourage, the towels, the liquor, the food, the 90 of my people coming in. Comedians want a bottle of water, a towel, a stool, and a microphone,
Yeah,
and an occasional fruit bowl.
yeah,
But there's a big difference in what do you call it, riders. So and a lot of comedians don't have egos. A lot of rappers have egos.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, no more.
yeah. Nah, I understand what you mean. I do understand what you mean. It's like,
Yeah.
sometimes just come to the party so we can all be successful, all make this money and
Right.
keep moving.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
let's be involved for a cause, for a purpose,
Right.
outside stroking
Right.
your ego.
Right.
Nah,
Oh yeah, and I have I mean, hopefully it'll be an EP when it's done. Which with our friend KRS-One. We've been working on that for about 2 years now.
KRS-One project.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
for National Hip Hop
I
Museum.
saw floating around the internet streets a possible collab album with some other folks. I don't know if that's
What? Which one?
KRS-One, Coogee Rap, Kane, Rakim. Nah,
I'm not even talking about it.
don't hold my breath.
Definitely don't hold your breath.
Well, it was out in the
Because
streets. So I figured,
because yeah, no, that was definitely it was definitely I don't know how to put it. It was a rumor that was really happening, and then it wasn't happening, and then somebody was like, and we were like, just forget it. Just forget it.
yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean,
So
put it
it's
like this. G-Rap was on board 100%.
don't even say no more. I just want to say that somebody who's from that era. I
Mhm.
graduated high school in 1987.
Right.
So 86, 87, 88, very important years to me. 1988 is the greatest year in hip hop history. That's my opinion.
Yep. No,
1988.
Public Enemy, all of that.
Right. So we talking about Kane, Chris, Cool G Rap, Rakim. I'm gonna throw in a Chuck, a LL, and a Brother J. That right there,
Brother J.
man, very important time for me. I wasn't even an MC like that. I was still dancing.
Right.
But in terms of listening to MC and a lyricist and what we were supposed to talk about as young men coming up in the manhood, we wasn't talking about little bullshit, petty child talk. Lean on me, nigga. You know what I mean? Realness. Fucking fight that was a little later, but takes a nation by any means.
Yeah.
Grown man shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Shit. Road to the Riches.
Yep.
The most gangster record ever, and he doesn't cuss not one time.
Yep. Now he can't stop cursing.
Now he can't stop cursing. Yo, listen to Road to the Riches by Cool G Rap. 1988. Still to this day, the most gangster record of all time. He doesn't curse.
He has a new album, and it's done.
Nice.
He is presently signed to Equity Rock Nation.
Big.
And he produced the whole album himself this time.
Oh wow. I
produced the last one that he had, and he produced this one that he has, and I've heard the whole thing, and I gotta give it to him. It's pretty dope.
Nice. Big shout out to
pretty dope. Yep.
Who performed that this past 24 hours apiece. It was a huge pleasure and honor for me, for Mitty, for the whole team, because Cool G Rap is just one in one. So that era right there, so you had a project with, you know what I mean? Any combination of that era, I'm tuned in like, okay, what we doing? What?
Yep.
Man.
Definitely.
That's crazy. I feel like I'm missing something. Eminem.
What about him?
How'd that project come into being? Because that's like
well, it was my first producer album, and a gentleman by the name of Steve Salem, who passed away. He passed away right after the album came out, actually.
Wow.
And he gave me a shot. He had a label called Ancho Mobile, and it was distributed through Roadrunner. And he asked me if I wanted to do an album. Actually, Young Lord, the producer Young Lord, was signed to him too, and did an album the same year I did mine. Wow. And he kept telling me about this kid, Eminem. I didn't know who M was. And we was in 78, 88 studios in Queens. And Paul Rosenberg brought Eminem over to the studio. And M had he had a button-up flannel shirt on, and his hair was brown and combed to the side. Like, I really didn't know who he was. So he asked me to slow the beat down, and I looked at him and was like, "You really need it slower?" He's like, "Yeah." So Cuss, my engineer Cuss, who does not remember this session, believe it or not.
Wow.
We slowed the reel down. M went in the booth. Actually, M sat next to me and wrote his lyrics, and then went in the booth. And as he's laying his vocals, me and Cuss are looking at each other like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like that. And that was it. He laid the vocals, I paid him, and he left. And that's how it happened.
Wow. Now, what year was that?
1999.
That was 99.
Yeah, actually, it might have been 98 because it was before M signed to Dre. Like, he literally signed to Dre a week later, I think it was.
Wow. So you so you kind of like caught a lick and you had no idea what you actually had when it happened. Nobody knew. Like,
nope.
Nobody. Now, I remember the first time I heard Eminem, DJ Spinner played it for me. We did a project with Beyond Real, and he was telling us about, this white kid that was running around with the outsiders and me from being from Jersey, coming up with Denton and Young Z and Rod Digger.
Right.
I had never met him. To this day, I still have never met Eminem.
Oh, for real?
Crazy. Like Proof and I were pretty good friends when we went to Detroit. He took care of us. When he came out to New York, I hung out with him, made sure he had, what I mean, the mannerisms and
Right.
whatever. Never met Eminem though. Never met him.
That's crazy.
Been in the same space with him one time. He, I don't think he, we weren't introduced. I didn't stop him. I didn't be like, "Yo, I'm Hakim from Travel Live." I didn't do. I just sat in the cut, and he walked by me, and I'm like, "Okay, that's Eminem." Yeah. But his place in the culture is like definitely as an MC, lyricist, rapper, one of the best to ever do it. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
And then with Shade 4-5 to me, that's like like he gave hip hop a place,
Right.
like real hip hop a place to live, especially at a time when wasn't too many places for real hip hop, boom bap, our volume, our vibration to exist.
Right.
And to me, that's like one of the biggest investments that Eminem has made to the culture. But anyway, that's just my take on Eminem. He's a brilliant artist, but I appreciate Shade 4-5 so much. Like that's we need more of that. Like we say, when we do hip hop, we need to do hip hop like Media Famous.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
Yep.
Even when you're doing your comedy shows, though it's comedy, it's still hip hop, no?
Nah.
Nah, not hip hop at all.
Nope. I mean, the DJ will play maybe hip hop, but that's just about it.
I don't know. I just look at this shit like when you from a certain place, everything you do is hip hop.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, true.
You're a school teacher as well.
Oh yeah. At this school for troubled youth, in New Jersey, and I'm there 3 days a week teaching them music production, music theory, and there's a recording studio in the classroom, so I use that.
You don't utilize hip hop as a teaching tool?
Absolutely, I get where you're going.
I just, everybody regulates, and I'm an MC, I'm a rapper. I'm about to.
We just did a lesson on NBA YoungBoy like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we tap in hip hop.
I went with who the kids keep talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's what we try to do with 24 hours apiece. And we get pushback sometimes because we have artists that they relate to. That's who they're listening to.
Right. Yeah,
so
no.
we can tap in where they're at. We'll be better able to take them where they need to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I try to open their minds to the other forms of hip hop, but you get through to some, you don't get through to some.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your time. This is like the third
Likewise.
one. Like
yeah, I know. This one's shown.
Yeah, this is actually, not on air. Nah, for sure, man. I appreciate
Definitely.
you. Just
likewise,
so
likewise.
Like Domingo's always going to bat for me. Like always. I told you.
Always and always will.
Yeah, my guy. And I've known him since 94, 95.
94, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And we got some unreleased joints.
Absolutely.
I think Maintain is on YouTube, actually, though.
It is?
I think Maintain is on YouTube, yeah.
Might be. Yeah, and Live for Hip Hop, because that came out on vinyl.
Yeah, Yeah, did it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, how do we
Yeah,
get that?
Maintain and Live for Hip Hop came out on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Capitol Records put it out.
Well, we gonna share that with the people, the whole project, everything that we
Yes,
got.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
did every illegal
Yeah,
broadcaster,
absolutely.
joints.
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
no doubt. So we'll do another interview
Okay.
in the future when we get that project together and give people a
Yep.
heads up. Yep.
I'm with it. Yes, sir.
My bro, thank you so much, my friend.
All right, bro. All right,
Other
kid. All right,
salute.
cool.